מלכי נידה הייתה, כל מכבדה הזילוה, כי ראו ערוותה, גם הננך ותשוב אחור, טומאתה בשוליה, לא זכרה אחריתה, ותרד פלאים אין מנחם לה, ראה אדוני את עוני, כי הגדיל אויב. ידו פרס צר על כל מחמדיה.
It will take time. The women in green, Nadia Matar and Judith Katzover, have good reputation for the stubbornness, for the being able to insist, to fight for their ideas. In some places it went a little easier in the main issues of sovereignty, of the rights of Jews to pray on Temple Mount, on our rights to be always on Temple Mount. It seems it will take more time, and it will wait until a true national right-wing leader will be the Prime Minister of Israel. All right-wing governments in Israel had to take into account the international policy. Menachem Begin had to do it. Yitzhak Shamir, that was the best, had to do it. But they had an ideological target in front of them. Unfortunately, the right-wing leaders that we have right now lost their ideology long ago and insist on survivability. They believe that the task of the Israeli Prime Minister is to keep Israel safe and floating, and not necessarily navigate to the needed target, which is full sovereignty and to start with being on Temple Mount.
The latest trend in the past few years is to give to Tisha B'Av all kind of modern and postmodern explanations, psychological, social, psychoanalytical. And sometimes we forget what Tisha B'Av really is and really started. Tisha B'Av is the punishment, the tragedies on Tisha B'Av is because of a punishment that the people of Israel got because in the desert they did not want to go and conquer and inherit the land. And the people of Israel cried, and God said, you cried for nothing, I'm going to make you cry for good reasons. So we have to tonight to remember that the main issue of Tisha B'Av is that we did not go and conquer the land. And today, in 2016, we still are crying and we still have to keep Tisha B'Av because even though we are in Israel, in the state of Israel, we still didn't conquer the entire Israel and we did, even where we are, we do not apply sovereignty. And what is the tikkun? What is the correction for Tisha B'Av? Because it's not enough to cry on Tisha B'Av. You can cry and say, I'll just cry. Or you can cry and say, I want to change so that next year I will not have to cry. And what is the tikkun? What is the correction? Is to make sure that we lareshet, that we conquer and inherit the land the way one should, and that is sovereignty. And that is why this year we made sure to announce that our 22nd year in a row, our 22nd march, will be under the banner of the application of Israeli sovereignty over Judea and Samaria and Jerusalem. Because unfortunately, we're going to walk today around Har HaBayit and not up to Har HaBayit, with the hope and the prayer that we'll work hard enough this year so that next year we will not have to mourn, we will not have to fast, and we will be able to go up where we belong, the Jewish people, up on Har HaBayit. Even though, yes, we have a right-wing national government, I guess that the problem that we received in the desert of the pachad, of the fear, because that is what motivated, unfortunately, those Jews to cry. It was the fear of saying that this is our land. Unfortunately, we still see it today, also in a right-wing government, and we are here not to go against and not to attack, but to give them koach to our leaders and to tell them, don't be afraid. Yes, we can, and we can do it. The people want it, the people expect it from you. Let's look at the good. On Tisha B'Av, let's not look at the bad. Let's look at the potential. Let's look at what can be done. And we are here walking around Yerushalayim to say to our leaders, be what you can be. Fulfill your potential. Fulfill the expectation that the people of Israel have of you. fulfill the simple saying, leaders of Am Yisrael in Eretz Yisrael. If you raise your head and you and be'oz v'ga'on, with pride and with strength, you will see what respect you will have from the entire world. That is the message of Tisha B'Av. We're crying, but we know that we can also correct, and that is why you don't go out of here depressed, but full of koach and of strength and of saying, Am Yisrael Chai, this is our land, and please God, Be'ezrat Hashem, as we said, next year up to Har HaBayit.
Different things about Yerushalayim that even many of us who know everything about Yerushalayim don't know yet. Thank you, Aryeh. We'll go down here, you will see us now, the 22nd annual walk around the walls. Please join us. We're going to go to the Shah Harayot, where we will hear the public speakers.
Marsha.